Hello and welcome, I'm the Imperor, and this is Learning as we play Stellaris, where I play Stellaris, and I try and explain everything I do while I do it, so you get a better idea of how to play Stellaris yourself. We're currently embroiled in a war against our former overlord to subjugate our former overlord, and I think we need to take the battle toward their allies to sweeten the deal, so to say, push the war score in our direction. It is pretty much in our direction already, but it can be more in our direction. And while we do that, in the meanwhile, we will balance our sheets. We'll work on our elements here. And yeah, I think we're mainly losing out on trade every time we can't sell our minerals anymore. That is usually where it goes down. So do we have anything else? Oh, damn. We have a 99. Oh, damn. You know what's happening here? Our ancient refineries are kicking in. This is why we're getting so many strategic resources now. So, yeah, we can we can stop buying things. We can pretty much stop buying things, which is wonderful. Look at this. And we can sell even more. Like, we can sell not that much more, but we can sell a bunch of exotic gases. We are swimming in what we need now. That is wonderful news. That is indeed absolutely amazing. The Anthurian kingdom has laid claim against us. Well, that's our previous overlord who we're currently attacking, and we have with the horde here ongoing conversations, let's say. We have a non-aggression pact, which is wonderful. Let's go ahead and offer a trade deal. Can we do something interesting with them? Sadly, no. I was hoping that maybe we could go ahead and make a true open border situation going. Because right now we might only be able to send our ships through here because they are right after a war or something. I'm not entirely sure why we have open borders with them. But the problem is, if our fleets get stuck over here, yeah, that is a problem indeed. We wouldn't be able to return our fleet. And I would very much like to return our fleet. Entangled dark matter. So we have decided not to help this ethereal creature. And we have only gotten some research. Well, that's not some research. There's a lot of research being added to that astral rift here, which is in our system. 25 physics and 25 engineering. That's actually quite a lot. I mean, look at how much we're getting. So that's crazy. We have deployed surveillance drones and data infrastructure to cross rift observation of the device and its prisoners. Days have passed since our exit back through the rift, and the entity has still yet to move. Damn. Poor creature. Well, it'll do well for us. It'll help us. It'll help us. There's nothing else left to do there. We will continue upgrading and reinforcing our fleet. Plural, really, because we are building up a second fleet here to get out of the doghouse with the galactic community. We can't do that agenda right now because we're already performing work on an agenda, so it's not really all that interesting. We're just gonna go attack here a little bit. The Loop Temple, signs in stone. Archaeologists have found a long-forgotten temple. Presumably meaningless coincidence. Where is this? This is in our... Wait, whoa, this is our home system. Is this in our home system? This is in our home system. Temple in the remote highlands of Rin, buried for centuries, but recently exposed by an earthquake. Dating techniques suggest it's pre-industrial relic. Hand-hewn from volcanic rock, however, the recurring symbol on the walls and the radial altar, a Möbius looped serpent, meaning one that eats itself, I believe, I don't know. Consuming his own tail, well, has no obvious precedent in our early history, and the inscriptions use an unknown alphabet. One excitable archaeologist suggests it's a relic left by an unknown precursor species. Wow. Presumably meaningless coincidence, the quakes seem to have occurred at the same time as the final message from the black hole in the Scythian maelstrom. This is ominous. But we are very spiritualist, so a way has been opened for us. That is how we see the situation. Maybe we can return the people that we have felt lost. Let's go investigate right away. It's a quick little jaunt of research. Our pre-FTLs have still not evolved into FTL. I was so concerned about them when we started this campaign. And here we are.
Trace complete, we got him.
I'm just gonna give some... Why can't I go there? This is very odd. Why can we not go here? Okay, now. I just kept clicking in the wrong position there. This does help us push the balance more in our favor, because it adds more exhaustion every time they lose, every time we take something from them. Let's see. Our scientists have learned a great deal about the subterranean temple, but some questions remain. A roof aperture, along with the radial altar, suggests that it once was a solar calendar, but is so badly damaged by the earthquake that we can't be certain. Okay, we have to pause, and we're gonna go harvest the nest. We want the extra resources, the strategic resources. Always take the strategic resources. Unknown alphabet. In the temple that's dedicated to the waiting worm, or the worm in waiting, most of the inscriptions are sonorous, poetic invocations requesting its appearance, or, if read in the other direction, its departure. There's also a body of inscription describing the operations in the universe, which are more excitable. Archaeologists swear contains reference for advanced field equations. Nothing new to us, but very impressive for a temple of its vintage. We have yet to find a physicist who is prepared to go on a record to agree that these references are meaningful, though. The temple holds no cosmic secrets or alien weapons as far as we can tell, but its dark spaces have a distinctive menacing beauty, and the poetry of the invocations to the worm in waiting becomes fashionable. They are set to popular music. They are published in collections. Make the Loop Temple a place of pilgrimage. Doctrine. Strange Loop. A wisdom of the faith. Loop Temple pilgrims may modify added happiness plus 10%. I mean, I'm a little bit torn here to make it a place of study, but no. We are fanatic spiritualists now. So we would see it for what it is. We would see it for what it is. A rendezvous, but the Ziggy of the Jolyon Empire, despite the fact that Ziggy isn't sending any ID codes recognized and no ship of that name has ever been commissioned, its commanding officer claims to be Trod up Knu. Our commander of that name is elsewhere and alive. Is he? I'll just have you take your word for that. Trod. Who's that? It's an officer. Trod up Knu. He is a commander leading a transport fleet. This must be an ambush. We're taking no chance of battle stations. Where is this? This is... Where is this ship? I mean, we got... Our commander of that name is alive, well, and elsewhere. Let's talk to him. The cap that appears on our screen is clearly Trod up Knu, but a scarred, haunted, decrepit, wrecked edition of Trod up Knu. Face is glossy with plasma burns and older, much older. The bridge in his background looks just as scarred and just as decrepit, but the captain's voice is firm and clear. Finally, you're here. I've waited so long. My punishment to die in battle against you. Please end me. I'm sorry. What? What is happening here? Are you really Trod up Knu? Am I? Are you the same Jolyon you were last year? Every day is death, every future is a choice, time is a labyrinth, not a road. A chuckle, it sounds like the chuckle hurts. Ask the Loop. What is the Loop? The loop is what came first and what comes next. The worm in waiting, and I suppose the worm in the loop. Let's say time is a labyrinth. The captain begins to gesture futilely. Then the loop is its monster or its maker. I can't explain it. And you'll know more soon. You did in my past. Weapons locked. Well, we'll remember you in our prayers. I mean, the Ziggy is powering weapons, battle stations. And I have one more prayer for you. The captain recites an oddly resonant palindromic prayer of 27 words that will fascinate our theologians and closes the connection. I'm assuming our station will absolutely tear this thing out of the sky. When the crew cracks it, wait, what? Local range only. These carefully observing quarantine. So for as usual, the captain of the James indicates, however, that they did not expect to find the Jolien words. What was will be. What will be was. And the crew now. Okay. They add. Okay.
New job in the situation log.
All right. Okay. Lots of things are happening here. It's very fascinating. Very fascinating. We need a science ship here for this thing. We'll just send you there. Ah, right, we can't. Let's turn on cloaking and send you there. CTR shift, so he goes there first. John of Canoe is silent in the days that follow. It is no small thing to hear that you are already dead, but in time that silence becomes determination and almost a reckless confidence. What was will be, what will be was. Sublight fleet plus 25%. For this guy, foredoomed to a rendezvous trade. Damn, this is getting trippy. This is getting very trippy. A lot of things we didn't expect to happen here. Okay, our fleet. I think we can then shift follow these guys because they're probably gonna try and attack us. So we go here, go there, and then we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We take down the station. Maybe we can put them into 100% acceptance then. Just need to push the war score a little bit more. We'll just use the Astral Siphon option.
Game-changing upgrades incoming.
A gift is only to be expected, Xeno. Who are you? We've been hearing rumors about the impressive Jolien Empire for a while now, and we're pleased to make your acquaintance. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Who did we suddenly accidentally encounter? Someone. So our fleets will now follow this thing here. To go and kill it, ideally. We'll also lock this system off from access. I don't want anyone to go there. Yeah, no. New engineering research.
We got him.
We've established that the escape pod was a commercially available knockoff typical of the previous phase of galactic civilization. No new technologies. We may have kin out there or we're subject to experience by a precursor race. Pertal Pa is requesting permission to conduct more extensive research. Yeah, okay. Go. Research this situation. We need to figure out what's happening here. Not a question. Not a single question here from my end. We're gonna go and research the citadels. Because we are still in the process of shoring up our defenses here. Speaking of which, more upgrades where upgrades can be done. Even without filling in the building slots, which we will do in a moment, these will already be pretty strong and powerful stations.
Game-changing upgrades incoming.
And then eventually we just kind of fill these in. Could always go with a listening post in our outside stations. We're just picking the base configuration, disrupt the shields, get us where we need to go. Unlocks component, advanced shield hardening. Oh, that takes forever. I'm not taking that. Omega Theory. What is this? Half of a whole useless zone when completed may allow our scientists to stumble upon the Omega Theory. Technology? Sure. Let's figure that out. I don't know what that is. Let's bring our transport fleets back home. To, I don't know. To up there maybe. Because I feel like eventually we're gonna go fight all these guys. As well. Have we fought? Where did the enemy fleet go? We might have lost sensor readings. So they might just pop up here at some point. So we'll go just take down this system here. Add a little bit to the war score. Not a lot because we're not going to go attack the planets directly. So we'll take this and later we're going to go back home. To like here. Can already line that up. I'm clicking away things that don't really matter to us. I don't want to talk to Caravaneers. There's some debris somewhere.
Spaceport breach detected. We're under siege.
That is just a transport ship being built here. So now we've taken all their systems, all their stations. They have pretty much nothing left except maybe a fleet that might be popping up here somewhere. We'll have to see. Council agenda, let's launch this thing. Gives us pop growth speed specifically. What next? Uncover secrets. I think we're gonna go with Sonic Supremacy. It's not super good, but the job efficiency and research speed could help us pretty hard because there are still some big research options for psionics out there that we would like to take eventually. Is this planet here done? Well, it's trying its best. Could go ahead and nope, that's fine. There. Let's turn this into a sector capital. This sector is all messed up because I got this place here. And that's too close to this place to become a sector capital. So we don't have a sector here, which is a little bit of a shame. It's not too important, but I like to have it tidy. Ah, look, we have found their fleets. They did indeed come here. At some point in galactic history, the last system evidently supported vast orbital infrastructure, which is somewhere not in our systems at all, so we don't care what's happening there. But here is the fleet of our enemy, which we will once again destroy as we return to our systems. And hopefully that will push this over the edge, or close enough anyway. Oh, hello. You're moving. Then I will straight come at you. Omega Theory. I think that's a building we just unlocked. At least it looked like a building. Ooh, wonderful. Okay, so if a option appears where there's an X here, a purple X, that means it's a extra large component slot, which is a ship type we don't have yet, I think. Then again, maybe the battleships have it. Anyway, we want this because we don't have any yet, I think. These are pretty damn good. 0 to 150 range, they do a lot of damage, 600 to 1500. And, well, they're not good against shields, but they're very, very good against armor and hull, which is kind of what we're all about. If we look into our fleet management and in our ship design, and let's see. Alright, we have researched battleships. Do battleships have an X slot? I don't remember. Custom, can we have something with an X slot? No, not here. Not here either. Not here either. So I believe once you research a weapon X, then you get access to the Titan class ship thing. Which, by the way, looking at this, let's design ourselves a lovely little battleship. And I want it to be a bit of an all-rounder, but mainly artillery. So we're going to go with an artillery bow. Give it maybe a carrier core. So it has a lot of little ships it can launch and some point defense, but also still large utility ships, and then an artillery stern. So it's a bit of a mix of a carrier and artillery. Now for artillery, we want things that have a long reach in the large slot. So we look at range 0 to 80, 45 to 80, 45 to 100, and 0 to... So the railgun is pretty good because it has up to 100 range. These all only have up to 80, which isn't super good. This here, and it does do a lot of shield damage. So I think I'm gonna go with a mix. Get these to bump down the shields, and then we throw like a regular plasma cannon in there. Which might not get as much screen time. Like, honestly, I don't think we're gonna go do that. Ideally, the battleships never get close enough to use anything, and if they do, then the minimum range here is a problem, really. So yeah, for short range defenses, I think, you know what, we're just gonna go throw some fusion missiles in there, because these also have the same range, so it'll just fire missiles as well. Why not? We could add something like this here, shield and hull damage to help as a defensive measure, but again, ideally this never happens. We give it 1 flak and 1 point barrier defense, because I don't know 100% the difference. Like, some are better against shields, some are better against armor, so we just mix it, and then we throw our basic strikecraft in here, which you haven't researched at all, for nothing. And we'll go with either carrier or with artillery. I think carrier might be better. We stay at maximum engagement range for the hungers, which is 125, which might mean that this never really gets utilized. Wait, these also have a range of 45 to 100. Oh dear. So I think, yeah, we need to stay on artillery. Ship engagement range plus 75% though. That might be really cool. So we'll do that. And we'll see how it works out. It might be a bad decision to do. Let's give these, because we're not going to have that many, let's give these actually some psionic shields here, right in the front there. Add some hyper shields, some plant steel armor as well. And yeah, we want good hit chance. So some auxiliary fire control. Shield hardener, I don't think we need this. Let's give it regenerative hull tissue. Or even afterburners, so they have a better chance to evade and they're not slow as hell. And we'll just call these carrier artillery. Again, I'm going with descriptive. You can have cool names if you do desire. I suggest you have cool names. Cooler names as me than me anyway. Okay, let's kick a few ships out that we haven't fully built yet. Like the destroyers. The Wormslayer class destroyers. We kick these out. And instead we're going to go add some carrier class battleships here until we can't add them anymore. And now we click reinforce all. And see all our beautiful... What's happening there? Oh. Okay. Alright. These guys might have been built to reinforce this. But since I kicked out the ships that they were supposed to bring in... I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Why these are split out all of a sudden. We'll just fold them into first wave.
Spaceport breach detected. We're under siege.
I think that works. Again, these spaceport breaches are just here. Some transport ships being built. I don't know why something just split out of my fleet. That is very, very odd. Wait, but these two already belong together. That is so odd. I don't know what's happening there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Start your torpedo tubes. Let's go get our enemy. I will try and flee.
Mixing it up with a hostile fleet.
They're not gonna get far. Yeah, basically instantly destroyed. Before our torpedoes even really reach. That is full, almost full destruction. They got 2 destroyers out. Well, such is life. Alright, we're gonna go ahead. And I think we're gonna go return these home. Let's go send them to upgrade. Which they will have to do right at home here at Venice. Let's put these on cloak. Just in case something happens to them and I don't realize it. Per up, y'all. You are a transport fleet leader, so let's make you a butcher. Army damage and collateral go up. Well. Some people will have to die. Okay, we're earning a ton of trade currently, which is wonderful, but we're reaching end level trade here. So instead of setting up a permanent trade, we're just gonna go buy in some alloys, I think. And let it just refill. And we keep buying ships against that. So these guys are nearly willing to give up, but not just quite.
Secrets are ours.
We could settle for status quo, which, well, a new Anthurian empire will be created as an ally or subject of the Jolian Empire out of 6 occupied Anathonian systems, which is not all the ones we have. So I'm not going to take status quo. We're going to go wait a little bit. Eventually they're going to come around because right now they have really no way of replenishing their troops. They have no way of sending back a fleet again. These 3 destroyers that we didn't destroy will reconstitute themselves somewhere here. But since they still own their planets, even though they are blockaded, they think that they have something on us, which is very cute.
We've constructed something game-changing.
It's very cute. I appreciate these kind of little ideas and ideals that they have. Okay, let's sell some food. For not a lot of trade. Dearie me. It's really not a lot that we're getting here. Let's I'm thinking maybe we get a few more. Where's my agri world? Where is it? Where is it? Is it this? No, it's not. Where is my agri world? Keep losing it. I think I should probably just call it agri world. There it is. Okay. So we have built 1 bioreactor. Could build a second bioreactor. Or we just build more of these. Let's build 1 more of these.
Spaceport breach detected. We're under siege.
But I think what we definitely can do is we can stop selling minerals because we really personally need them at the moment. That should work out fine. So we can keep upgrading our planets and everything.
These contacts aren't your standard users.
So here's their fleet back. The Exocore. I think these are... well, it's more than just 3 destroyers. So they will try and take down these systems, which they might. They have enough fleet power to do it. But I don't think that's going to skew results too much in their favor. We can just sit it out and wait now.
Spaceport breach detected. We're under siege.
Still not actually under siege. But these guys are coming in to do it. And they will win. Look at this poor little station trying to take down a few transport ships and failing miserably. Well, not so miserably. It took him down. It will, however, fail miserably against this fleet. Then again, their war exhaustion is at 99%, so we're very close to finishing this out. Even as we lose this station.
Game-changing upgrades incoming.
Printing press, sure. Let's have a quick look here at these enemy ships as they fire at us. I mean, it looks very cool, doesn't it? Especially since our fleet, our station is firing back and just not hitting sometimes. I like how this looks. Well, okay, they're at 100% war exhaustion. Eventually, in 24 months now, we can press our demands no matter what. See how we're hitting the shields here. Love it. I mean, we're losing, so that's not so fun to see, but overall, I quite enjoy sometimes looking at these. Faculty of Archaeo Studies might be interesting. Don't need that. Let's go with this. The Naval Logistics Offices and the Fleet Academy. This will help us eventually bump... Well, let's first look what else we have. Future Glimpse, Omega Theory. Doctrine, Strange Loop. What's going on? This does not open a building, even though there is a building. A set of social protocols based on paradoxical intuition and on love. When we know the system of the loop, we learn that we can influence by receiving instructions as well as giving them. I mean, we just keep looking into this. Though, is there any psionic research to be done here? No, there isn't. So let's just follow this weird line of thinking here. So they'll take this back, and that will push them into more defiance because they think they are big bad wolves again. Whereas, of course, we know they very much aren't. And that didn't even do all that much here. Wonderful. We can wait. We had no hurry to take over. They're no threat to us. 13,000 alloy left to fully reinforce our fleets. Now the Zro that we need to build our ships is only a thing where we really have to build it in once. Like, it's not an ongoing cost. So we just need to be aware that we have enough Zoro to build the psionic shields, not to maintain them, basically. And do it for Bruce just invited me to play. God, I need to be better about shutting myself off while I record. Has been a hot minute since I did this.
Someone's trying to connect.
Let's see, we could use something here, but just get the flash forged hyper relays. We just continue with that. And here's one of them ships. And we're gonna go move southward with this, honestly. Because here I'm expecting the next war to happen as well here. Trade agreement. Oh yeah, we'll take it. Increase the value of both our networks, trade networks. We'll work with them. We'll work with them. Not a problem. We could even form a federation with these guys. It's very cute. Let's make you a Buddha guard. Navy instructor, not really. Ship build speed. Navy instructor. He already is a border guard. Ship build speed is nice. What I would rather... I mean, ship starting experience isn't bad. We'll take it because we're currently building up our fleet. So they get more of that. Let's reach into the Shroud. And get some increased lifespans for everyone. Sadly, this doesn't work. At least nothing bad happened. Also nice. So there is some sort of veterancy with ships, but I couldn't tell you how it works. Let's have a quick look. Maybe we can figure out together. So we have our transport fleets, all wonderful. These guys are new. Or are they? Yeah, they're new. We're gonna go send them down here. And I wanted to look at my fleets. So we're gonna look at the 4th wave because this is our ongoing fleet. And I don't know. Like, I don't know which ships are what. I really don't know. Like, do we see something here? Shields, armor, rank. Yeah, there's a rank thing. So these are regulars. Regular. These are all regulars. Do we have less than regular in the other fleet that hasn't seen combat at all? No. Rank regular. So I'm assuming it has something to do with the rank. Which I'm assuming does something in terms of modifiers or some such. Maybe. Well, point being, it's good to keep your ships alive. Oh man, why does it have sound... Why does the sound have to sound so, like, menacing? Why does it have to sound like that? Before we keep building out our stations, I want to be sure to go ahead and outfit our 2nd fleet here. Because as you see, we're still below our 50% expectation. Well, no, we just reached it. We're just over it, so we are no longer being sanctioned. Thank you. Very kind. Where are you? Here. Oh yeah, that's just this is a weird foundling ship. We'll just set you to assist cloaking detection. That's just what you can do there. Yeah, the Omega theory. Does it go further? Does it go deeper? Alright, but there are some cool options here. Capital buildings plus 10% efficiency. That's pretty good. Recruitable external leaders. Don't care so much. Do I want this? Maybe. It's good tech to make our ships even stronger. But I think we're gonna go with this. Xeno diplomacy? No. Let's go with improved production. Where is my energy going again? Oh, come on. Let's upgrade the Dyson Swarm then. Where is it going? Is it trade? Are we selling some? No. It is a mystery where it keeps vanishing to. I don't know. Our ships are suddenly 21,000. Well, no, 2,100. I don't know. An anomaly, some ruined world. We don't care. Is the cloaking assist research costing this much? The League of Yara insulted us. You go ahead. You go ahead. You insult me all you want. Look, we're fully full. So we can do whatever we want. Let's go steal some tech maybe. I don't think they have that much. Let's acquire an asset, which might help us a little bit. Like, we have a fully stocked spy network. That should work. I really want to know where the hell our energy is going. Why it just sometimes shifts around like this? Is this... Oh, by the way, we still have more species modification points, I'm realizing now. We have changed us, but we haven't changed our wonderful slaves. So let's create a template for these guys. Could make them not weak. and not jinxed. They're not leaders. They can remain jinxed. That's fine. But let's make them not weak. And instead, give them camouflage. Physicist jobs? No. Pop housing usage? No. Settlement cost? That could help. That could help, honestly. Because we move them around a bunch. Let's make them nomadic. They have been made so. Let's apply this to all 6 months and they will all be changed people.
The system has been cased.
I still don't get this. Let's check out our generator worlds. Is there something going on here? Nah, these jobs are being worked hard. Let's build another district for this. We can bring a few people in here. I'm sure we have some somewhere. Not on Rin maybe, but Elon Prime has a lot. Let's bring him over. Red Rover, come on right over. So that'll help get this planet up a little bit more. And there will be workers for this district immediately. What else could we do here? Is there something that helps us with energy production? Artisan upkeep? Nah. Alloy reclamation plant. I think we're just gonna plop down an ancient refinery. It's not gonna do much, but it's gonna do a little bit. And a little goes a long way sometimes. Housing is kind of fine here. Noble estates. There's nothing to do with energy. Temple, we don't quite need that. Could go with an astral siphon. Just get more astral threads and some research out of this. I really don't understand where these spikes come from. Maybe it was a lot of ships being built, honestly. Like, we just had an order of like 10,000 nearly finished out. That might be part of it.
Upgrade patch complete.
Our spy master, blah blah blah, reports informants chosen to defect. Okay, fine. They may identify as code breaking. Get your house in order. I've never seen this work. It always like, oh no, the people run away. Blah, blah, blah. Like, we have this full up. We have everything in the world to help this. Infiltration speed minus 20%. That's fine. They can't identify us. Our stuff's better than theirs, so we're just gonna go with the second option there. I don't like the espionage because it's kind of obtuse. You are governing Baham. Nope. Nope. Let's get you an investor job here. You are on our Minister of Ascension. Though monthly unity plus 5% is not bad. Trade from jobs plus 10% is not bad either. Let's go with that. Relic activation available. Let's get us a free leader. Yet again. Another scientist plant. And none of these are important because you're not going to do any of this. Wonderful. Let's get you Spark of Genius then. Maybe someday you make it onto the council. You never know. Do we have... I mean, you can rule over the fortress world. Let's put you in the urban world here. Who knows? Maybe you can help. We could push this up a little bit more. These are specialist jobs, I think. What we for sure could do is try and build out the generator sector here. That's definitely something we could do. Let's try. We'd certainly need more energy credits here. Oh, hostile fleets present. Oh, look at them. I've actually made it up here. Cute. Yeah, I did not expect that. So now I have to take one of my fleets and turn it right around. Well, you get to go outside again. Enjoy. Oh dear. Hubris.
Spaceport breach
It's
detected.
my
We're under
hubris
siege.
that led to this. My hubris once again. This is how it often works with me.
Spaceport.
Automation, you're doing stuff outside.
We've constructed something game-changing.
Let's give you adventurous spirit. You just gotta be cheaper. What do we have too much of? Astral thread. Let's get better research going. There's nothing for us to do here. Our bond grows deeper. Understanding of our patron grows. We are no more than an afterthought to it, insects in its home. Yet it has taken a liking to us, and on his occasion, this bestowed us another drop of power upon us. Our telepaths are now more closely attuned to our patron, and we have been inspired to create a monument to celebrate our covenants, a place where the best telepaths can try to commune with the whisperers of the void. Okay. We can now build a sanctum within our... Okay. That, of course, needs to be built on Brynnis and on our homeworld. Where else would we build something of such significance and import? What will we kick out? Not the ancient refinery, not the Hollow Museum. This is subterran, so we could kick out this thing here. Let's replace it with that building. Where is it? Should be able to build it here, shouldn't we? No? Can I build Psycho or something? No, I'm looking if I can put something from here there, but these might be planetary 1 limits. Let's see. Maybe it's a decision. No, it isn't. There it is. Sanctum to the Whisperers. Available envoys +1, that's pretty good. Infiltration speed +15%. Telepath drops +300. Our starbase in this system gains detection strength +5. Energy credits into physics research and stuff. Okay. Not half bad. Let's do this. Let's build a few more of these districts here. Upgrade that. Upgrade these. And we will see if we can or even need to build a Psycho somewhere else. I mean, it gives +5 stability, but I think we're pretty damn good on stability anyway. So maybe we build these up a little bit more. Yeah, we got enough room
These
to grow
contacts
still.
aren't your standard users.
Let's build that temple, shall we? What do we have in the log? What's in the void? Study the messenger connection. Sure, let's study it. It's very quick. The messenger leashed.
Another
Peppertal
firewall cracked.
has reconstructed the messenger. It's quite impressive, worryingly so. It's considerably more robust and aggressive than our current edition. There needs to be some clarification about whether we were the source species or the messenger modified version, or whether the messenger was our predecessor. Par firmly believes that we were once much more of a warrior species, and that some meddling precursor muzzled our potential. Indeed, they considered losing our martial abilities a tragedy. Such a tragedy that they have undergone experimental treatments to alter their physiology so that to that of the messengers. They insist that this will equip them to much better continue the project. A creative form of treason, execute them, please. A creative form of treason, execute them, please. Destroy their notes. An excellent idea. This may have significant and unpredictable consequences. I think, okay, listen. Based on the story so far, starting as a pacifist but slightly xenophobic empire, we have been pushed around. And now we learn that possibly in the past we were way more warriors and that we were specifically made less so. I think yes, we shall continue this project. We want to learn the truth behind all this. Let's also go ahead and do this thing here. Abandoned terraforming project. Let's just resume it. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Who cares? We had war, people. We have more important things to do. Perpetal has become tyrannical as a counselor. No, Don Talpar. Okay. Who are you? You are our Minister of Ascension. Happiness minus 5%. Encryption minus 1. You are gullible and a tyrant. Yeah, you are just the very best of our people, aren't you? Maybe it's time to switch you out. You have served us well. It's time to make room for someone much younger. Instead of 149, we'll make room for someone 132 years old. We need better age-based representation. We don't need you. Diplomatic weight, minus 5%. I don't care. Council gender speed. What the hell happened to you? What happened to you? Why are you looking like this? Pertal Par, what are you doing? What is happening? Why are you so changed? Very interesting. I do not know why that is so. Special project completed. Millions of colonists have suffered gruesome deaths as a result. Whoops. Every non-mechanical pop on the Tomb World on Felix Prime dies. Good. That's great. That's wonderful. We just eradicated the people on this planet. Not that we have many to begin with. So that's not super great. Well, the Jollians seem to have survived. Odd. Let's bring some people. It's mainly good for robots anyway. And these guys also love it. They can go there. I don't know how many people really died.
Someone's trying to connect.
Okay, they want a research agreement as well. We'll take it. We're your only friends in the whole wide galaxy. Never forget it. So they are going down in acceptance again because they are pushing back on occupation. I do not wish to send my transport fleets in there. I don't wish to send anything in there. Again, we just have to wait, really. Their war exhaustion is at 100% and ours will not go that much further down. The pre-FTLs are getting explosives. We don't care so much. It's not gonna matter. Can we maybe... we support that. Can we maybe... Where is pre-FTL? We're repealing this still. We have proposed to repeal this. Yeah. It's just way down here. Way down on the agenda. Eventually it will be repealed. Our military fleets are getting close, taking this back. Asset acquired. An influential figure within the Kelnoran culture who desire maintain their public profile pair splendidly with ambitions we may wish to wield. Our infiltration level goes down. So now we got this guy here, a newscaster, who will help us pump this up. Let's go gather information again to increase our infiltration level once more.
Hostiles engaged.
Okay, cool. So this is done. Building cost minus 5%. Oh, what's going on here? Omega theory. Unlocks building. Omega alignment. Which does what? Produces physics inside. The surface of the object angles space. The interior is not visible to any sensor. Imaging technology, but we all know what's in there. Okay. Let's learn this. So red means it's a dangerous technology. Something bad might happen if we use this. Well, we'll see what the bad thing is that might happen. So they're back to minus 6% acceptance. We can fly down there, push them around again, but that will just, I don't think it will give us what we need. But we're gonna go there. We're gonna go do it. We'll kick them again. I don't think it's gonna end this war. I wish we could end this war today. This would be wonderful. I don't think this is crazy. This has gone on for a long time. Not that interesting. Naval capacity, not interesting. Slave army, not interesting. Xenolinguistics, I haven't taken this because we don't really want outside leaders all that much. It's very good if you do care, but we're just gonna get the ancient pulse armor. Further increase our fleets and ships. Speaking of which, we haven't built anything in a while. Let's be upset about our energy cost again. You are governing, representing us. Okay, let's make you resilient so you live a good long life representing us over in the Galactic Council. So yet again we fly out to meet our enemies. These two fools here with their 4 planets. Hey, I don't think it's gonna do much. Let's unpause. Continue. Messenger night falls. Sequence the origins of the messenger species without stopping to ask anyone's opinion. They have also recreated a highly contagious virus. No, wonderful. It stalks our worlds and its influence our primary species falls into a chrysalis coma and emerges a day later as the messenger species. This is causing, it is fair to say, some excitement. Wait, this is what happened to him? Is this what happened to him? Are we being transformed into this? What was shall be. Circulate the sample of the virus. We will become the messenger species again. If this is what we were before, then we shall be that again. He is the oldest among us. He has been there from the very beginning. If anyone knows, he knows. And High King Con 1 does not object. Oh! Look at it! We all look so different all of a sudden. He still has a bit of a uniform though. What does it mean for us though? Does it change anything about our species? Cave dweller, industrious, communal. No? No, it hasn't. Hasn't changed anything about us. We still look like this though. Oh, no, we don't look like this anymore. We're these guys now. Wait. We're resilient. This is what we were before, apparently. And we have now -1 trait picks and points. We cheated our way into this situation here. There's still some of these. Cereboric mutation. Yeah, we can't do anything about this. These are just our little cousins there. The ones who broke a little bit. The better biologists, but everything else sucks about them. Or for them, rather. Can I edit this out? Like, can I edit this? No, I can't edit it out. Could only make them not be slow loners. But we can't even pick. Incredible. You could technically, when you change your genes, also change what you look like, but this is much cooler. We're just all suddenly looking differently. What do you think? Like, what would you believe the impact on the adult entertainment industry would be? Who would be considered attractive now? The mind boggles. Such a horrendous idea. Hello, we're back. We've taken the long trip yet again. We could be really good friends with the Khan here. Or rather with what's left of them. Wonderful. Citadels are done now. Ooh, impulse thrusters. Moving our ships quicker through subspace? Yes, please. We need to move our ships quicker. Breaking all this. And afterward we're gonna go bomb their planet. Just because they have upset me now. Stellar Devourer. Where? Okay, that's far away from me. Something is eating something. This thing here is eating the star. Well, that's probably not good for the star. Probably good for it. I mean, there's so many stars. As long as it does not try to eat ours. That's all we really ask for. Don't eat our star. Eat any star, not our star. Just gonna bomb their planet until they realize that their idea to strike back was not a good idea. That's just how we're gonna go play this. We're full up here on minerals, so we're gonna go through our worlds real quick and build things where they make sense. So Vrin, I think we'll give it one more of these and leave it at that to help fight the deficits. Oh, look at all the wonderful things we can build here. Is there anything? Oh yeah, wonderful. Bioreactor. Then again, we're fine on this, actually. Let's go with hydroponics farms and one food processing facilities. Let's give this energy grid. Technician output just go up, and we give it a bunch of voltaic production yards. We'll make it simple. And we're gonna go build more districts of this because we're earning enough. We just want more output of this. More consumer goods, more alloys. And we're gonna go upgrade what we can. Society research. Research upkeep, we don't really need that so much. Data driven facility, job efficiency. I'm not entirely sure what it means, but we're gonna go build it. And we're gonna go build a research lab as well. And we're gonna go add nothing really. Maybe one of these and one of them, because we have a few workers ready and we can build another one of these. Tech world, we're just gonna go ahead and upgrade all these because we recently learned how to do that. That will be enough here. We can't do much more here. This planet is pretty much done in terms of being built up and out. So let's build this last slot here. Build these up a little bit. We could give each of these one so we can specialize these and have some work done on these. Other districts, upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Wow, we need a clone vat, please. Clone vats and a research supply depot. We don't really need that. Build that. This, this, and this. And we build a few of these. And we build one of each. I don't know if I'm already doing that. Nope. 1, 2, boom. Forge World is going ahead wonderfully, beautifully. Let's build some hydroponic farms to help offset a little bit of the need that this planet generates. And let's get an energy crate in here, and let's have some voltaic production yards. So we spend enough. I'm not going to go through all our planets, but the Vrin system, our sector here. No, if they surrender after a bombardment, they are allowed to. I don't care so much. So while we're bombing them, they might decide that it's better for them to surrender to us, which personally I would agree. Our bombardment here is not very strong, but honestly, let's check what our bombardment stance is even, because it might not be that big, might not be that bad. Selective. Wait, can't I have more interesting, more destructive bombardment? Let's go into our policies here. Orbital bombardment, indiscriminate. Let's go. We're allowing this. And now we set it to indiscriminate. So this goes quicker then. We don't care. We cause a lot of devastation. But yeah, it might mean they understand our point quicker. Since we're not gonna go get these guys, we don't quite care how they end up after this war. There was just an army being spawned. Still not there. They still don't understand. So our fleets will just bomb them until they do understand. Eventually they will. Eventually they will get our point. They will see it from our perspective. Alright, let's go upgrade. Oh damn, this is expensive. We can't do that so quickly. Oh dear. Well, this will be our first citadel, and this will be our second, probably. I didn't see that cost. I thought with all our upgrades that might be a little bit cheaper, but there we go. Can't even reinforce here because the battleships we're trying to build are very expensive.
Our station is in the crosshairs.
It isn't. Don't lie to me. I know what's happening. Problem with this message is if it ever means something, you're not gonna notice because you think it's just, again, the lies being told. Okay, we have a lot of trade sitting around again. Let's go ahead and buy us all the alloys in the world. Ooh, they're cheap right now. Look at that. We made a bargain here. Absolute bargain. And we can sell a bunch of our energy credits. Everything else we're pretty good on. Could sell a bunch of our consumer goods. Not that many because we're not producing this fast. But yeah, with them alloys, we can nearly fully reinforce our fleets here. Wonderful. And we can upgrade another station to Citadel. Let's go. I also definitely want to upgrade this next to Citadel. Then we have all of our border stations here fully upgraded to Citadels. The Omega alignment is built. We'll have to see where we put it. Probably on a research world, it sounds to me is best. Shields we never need. We are way above shields already. Research, 0-point reactor, maybe. Gamma laser. We do have lasers on our ships. We do have this on our ships as well. Let's get the weather forecast. It's a rare one that keeps popping up for us. What do you want in the shroud there? What do you have for us? Nothing of this really. We'll just go with shield strength for 5 years. Thanks. Don't quite need it. We'll take it anyway. Again, this will take forever now. Unless we send our transport fleets down, which I'm really not willing to do. Because I'm still scared of losing everything down there. But then again, this will take forever if we don't. So maybe instead of waiting around forever, maybe we just go do it. Maybe we just go land on their silly little planets. Let's go. I don't know why we're still free to roam here. This is very weird. Usually borders get closed way quicker than this.
We're under attack. Time to dance.
I do worry we will eventually lose our stuff there, but you know. You're governing, so of course you become an analyst. That's all I really need to know about you. It doesn't really matter what and where you govern. It's fine. We're trying to avoid filling up our stations, what is it called? Our storages, I think. Yeah, that's a good name for it. I don't know if it's the right name, but it's a good name. Right, this here will also be upgraded among the first ones, because then we have all this here blocked off pretty well with very, very powerful stations. I'm looking for some other stations that we upgraded that aren't quite so frontline stations, like this thing here. So I can put in some other things, like resource silos. which aren't super efficient, but yeah,
This system's
it's
secrets
good
are
to
ours.
have. God, we earn so little alloy. Oh boy, that's so little. But I think we have to leave it here for today. We still haven't won this dang war, but it's because I'm being stubborn, because I didn't think I was in a position where I need to send my transport fleets down to actually help this situation. I thought we could just bully them, we could just wait them out, but apparently they have a way stronger will than us. But eventually they will be ours. Eventually they will break under the weight of our genius and might. And I kind of want to wait for our first station here to become a citadel, but that's not going to happen today either. So let's give this little person here an upgrade. I can't tell if they're male or female anymore. So it's a bit of a problem. You are governing. And yeah, let's give you extra more mineral income. Sure, why not? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you liked. Hope you learned a little bit. If you have any questions down in the comments, go join our Discord as well. And see you maybe on our streams. That would be wonderful. Like and subscribe. And good luck with your own empire. I hope you have less little annoying alliances that keep you from conquering what you deservedly should conquer.